point about Michael being inauthentic that I will give you is that Kawhi was with Jordan Brand and Westbrook is with Jordan Brand, and the Kobe thing is obvious. He emulated everything Michael did.
Yeah, I mean,
but Kawhi and Russell were Jordan Brand guys. Like it's kind of he kind of has to say that.
I'm just looking for one quote where Michael's like, "Damn, he's good." Because LeBron has said through the years.
You're not going to find that.
Michael's not going to ever say that.
You're not going to find that.
Everybody's just giving Michael credit today for being, he is a good, and he is humble, and no, Michael's amazing, and Michael deserves all the credit, but that was just Michael, saying what you would say if everybody
if you were the greatest basketball player
of all time, and somebody said, you're the greatest, oh, gosh, shucks, not me, I'm just I just dribble around and make jumpers occasionally.
Well, Antonio Brown got himself a GOAT ring, speaking of the greatest of all time, according to TMZ yesterday, but he continues to be in the news. Big Ben chose to praise Antonio Brown's talent earlier in the week, while defensive captain Cam Heyward did not take the same road. Heyward says what Brown is doing is unacceptable, and he thinks he has a lot of mending to do with teammates as a result of how things played out last week.
We all want AB here, but to be a part of this team, you can't do that. You don't let your brothers down. It hurt more knowing that there are multiple guys in that locker room giving everything they got. Going forward, I think everybody wants AB on the team, but we all got to be on the same page. From the top to the bottom, we all got to be accountable for it. I'm sure Kevin and Coach Tomlin will be talking to him, but going forward, that's unacceptable. We all sign up for this game, and we all sign up to be part of a team.
Here's the thing.
By the way, last time Steelers talked about a player like that, Le'Veon Bell, he never came back to the locker room.
Yeah, this is over.
It's over.
Let's call it what it is. This is over. Obviously, it's a catastrophe for the Steelers, money-wise, to move on from Antonio Brown, and he is an incredible talent, so he's not going to be easy to replace either. Le'Veon wasn't easy to replace, obviously. I believe if Le'Veon was on the team, they would be in the playoffs, and they're not in the playoffs this year.
Right.
So it's a tough situation for the Steelers, but I maintain, while you said that this is on Antonio Brown because this is his behavior and he needs to be responsible for it, I feel like this is the Steelers' fault. People don't change that drastically just because you give them money. Money only amplifies what you already are.
Yeah.
So you knew what Antonio Brown was before you paid him.
Yeah.
And you have to have a culture that you stick to in your organization. Everybody isn't for everybody. There's a reason why the Patriots don't draft high-profile wide receivers.
By the way, we found out that they didn't draft Johnny Manziel. The Patriots took Johnny Manziel off their draft board, which teams do in the NFL. They just took him off their board. They call it undraftable players. And we later found out that they didn't like his attitude and his cockiness, and he couldn't coach him. So teams decide who they like, and a lot of times it's injuries, but a lot of times it's attitude.
It can't all be your talent or your body. There's a personality that you're drafting too, and the culture and the personality of your organization has to match the player. This is not a surprise to anyone.
No.
To no one.
No.
You think that Ryan Clark's the only person that figured out that Antonio Brown is going to be tough to deal with when you pay him an incredible amount of money and he becomes a superstar?
Yeah.
This is on the Steelers. This idea that he's just going to go into the locker room and everything, he's just going to be this new person. And I'm not saying that Antonio Brown is a bad person, but he's just not a good teammate, and this is a team sport.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. There are certain guys like you knew if you paid LeBron, it wasn't going to matter.
Right.
If you paid Magic, it wasn't going to matter. If you paid Bird, Anthony Davis is a guy. You can pay him whatever you want. He's just going to grind. Kawhi Leonard. There are NBA guys, NFL guys, it's going to change them a little. They're not going to handle it well, and I think we've seen that with Antonio Brown. He is just in his own stuff now. He's just everything.
But it's not now, and you should have seen this coming. And if you didn't see this coming, you need new scouts or a new way of examining the players that you want to bring into your organization and who you want to pay. So the postseason is here, and sports books did not wait long to post the Super Bowl MVP odds. Not shocking to anyone, Drew Brees is 3-1 favorite, and Patrick Mahomes is right on his heels.
Where's Andrew Luck? That's embarrassing. I'm not going to Vegas anymore. I am literally not gambling anymore. That's where they put Andrew Luck. They put Andrew Luck at 10th.
Yeah, I mean, this is for the Super Bowl MVP. You think that the Colts are going to get to the Super Bowl?
No.
So
let me simmer down a little bit.
It's going to be okay.
It's got a little over my...
Love you some Andrew Luck.
I was a little emotional there.
Yeah, sorry. We're getting spicy this morning. And finally, the Giants They head into the offseason with the question of whether Eli Manning will be back as their starting quarterback. GM Dave Gettleman said yesterday everything is still on the table and no final decision has been made.
Yeah.
Eli made his final weekly radio appearance of the season and had this to say.
Is it fair to say right now that we probably haven't seen the last of Eli Manning as a quarterback?
Yeah, we will see. I don't know if it's leaning one way or the other right now. I think this is kind of that time to just reflect and figure out what's the best thing going forward.
Eli Manning's Derek Jeter. He talks and never says anything.
Right.
Great guys.
Well, he didn't. It's wise of him not to commit to coming back or say that he's retiring. I mean, I'm sure he hasn't decided the season just ended. I kind of feel bad for Eli Manning.
You do?
I do.
Why?
It's kind of a crappy way for his.
What, to be given contract after contract when you're a C-minus quarterback? That'd be like me having laryngitis and Fox kept giving me deals.
He won 2 Super Bowls against Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. I know Eli Manning wears it a lot, and he is always there. He is never hurt.
Yeah, I wish he wasn't there. I wish he'd sprain his ankle.
You know what? I'm going to be nice to Eli Manning.
By the way, we are a good-looking couple right now. Look at our shirts.
We're matching.
We are a good. Look at this right here. I don't even know Broussard. You better bring your A game. Look at this couple right here. Sorry, Earl. Joy with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.